Hey, now we're back with Roy Doc Halladay. Obviously, very tragic. Died very prematurely in November 2017. So, before we start, you can see I'm still wearing the same clothes. It's still Sunday. When I filmed the Chick Hafey video, last time we're getting some burnout, and someone suggested just film a lot of videos in a row and drop them every few days, whatever. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to try and film 3, and this is the second 3 today. So again, back to Roy Halladay. A very tragic story with Roy Halladay. Obviously, died in his personal plane, doing some stunts in 2017 in November. Right before he was even eligible for the Hall of Fame, he became eligible the next month, and don't get me wrong, Roy Halladay had a very great career. He won over 200 games. Obviously, he and Don Larson, the only 2 pitchers to throw a no-hitter in the postseason. Won Cy Youngs in both leagues, something Blake Snell just accomplished. So I think for sure he was a Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer, I am not so sure on, only because I think, and it's unfortunate to say, I think his premature death had something to do with being a first ballot. But no question, he deserved the Hall of Fame. He was just a dominating pitcher. So I'll show this in a second. I was very fortunate, lucky, whatever, to meet Roy Halladay just 5 months before he died at his second to last appearance that I knew of. He was at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame about 2 hours from me. He and Guerrero Sr. So I raced up there. Like, I had to get both their autographs. I already had Guerrero, but Roy Halladay. He did not do a lot of appearances. He did a few, but not a lot at all. Maybe he would have done more soon after he retired. I know his last appearance was at a show in the Philly area, like the King of Prussia show. So I was just very fortunate to get it. So because he died so prematurely, obviously, and he's a recent young guy, and it makes his autograph scarce, especially on, let's say, non-certified items. Obviously, he signed a lot of cards. He was in the decade where he signed a lot of cards. But, I mean, just getting on to baseball, and we'll see shortly, it's very rare. Unfortunately, when I met him, he would have signed inscriptions, I'm sure. I know people got it. I didn't think twice of it at the time. I just like having people sign baseballs, single side baseballs. This is 2017. And so I'll show my baseball shortly. And so anyways, let's talk about the autograph analysis of Roy Doc Halladay. I'll share my screen here. So, I mean, I start with the PSA database first, but I want to go to another resource shortly after this. So, Roy Halladay, pretty consistent autograph. I mean, I've seen the R right here with a 2-stroke or a 1-stroke. The key is when he came down to that Y, he didn't sign, he only signed one, more like a J. You see, right? He didn't do one loop, like a Y where it comes up, down, and back up. He just did the 1 with the J, circle it around. The Halladay, kind of like Jesse Haynes, where we did a couple, whatever, my last video. It is a 2-stroke H with the H coming way out. And again, usually you get an A and like an LL and again the Y, and it loops around, as you can see right here. Again, you kind of get it gets, again, 2-stroke R, as you can see right here. 2-stroke H comes big loop. That H should come way loop to the left. 2 L's, and again, that kind of weird Y, kind of looks like an L. You kind of see that? And this Y and this Y are very similar. Again, didn't even do the Y right here. It's just not even a Y. It's just, again, 2-stroke. The H comes way around, 2 L's, and sort of this. I mean, it looks like an L to me, a capital L. And once you start looking at the autograph, it starts to get more consistent. I mean, maybe it looks like a J. Again, right here, 2-stroke R, 2-stroke H. Again, 1 comes around. He's very similar. I mean, if I were buying an autograph, I like the fact that these two look so similar and alike. And again, it comes around, 2-stroke H, LL, and a Y. This looks like a sit-down autograph, obviously, for me. So, I mean, again, as you look at it, it should sort of become to know what you're looking for. 2-stroke R all the way around, connects to looks like a J right here. This is actually a little bit nicer of a Y, but again, sort of see that L right here. Again, the H loops around, 2-stroke. 2-stroke Y. Again, this may be the one we already looked at. I don't even know if we're all the way through or not. I mean, I think we're all the way through. But again, you should start to get a little bit of comfort of what you're looking for Roy Halladay. And I just want to jump to that. Again, Outer Safe does a great job right here, getting tops and bottom, like going through fakes and non-fakes right here. Let's go start at the top right here. So again, you look at this one. two-stroke H, but the H doesn't go all the way. And usually he never would from the H straight to the L. And again, that Y and this Y, this forger did a pretty good job. It's not real. This forgery comes across a lot. I don't think any third-party reputation would approve this reputation. Third-party authenticator would approve this ball right here. Again, see how the H doesn't come all the way through here. Outer Safe does an excellent job right here. The moderators, they do an excellent job saying out. This ball comes up a lot. But again, they don't pass it because the H come all the way through and back and now with an A. So, yeah, I wouldn't think it's good either right here. Again, this is an old school Halladay. It looks good to me. It sees two-stroke R, two-stroke H, comes around just an L, and the Y's look consistent. I would assume they passed this one. I can't see unless we come down safe. Yeah, it is safe. It's good. I think so. So, again, if you're not on the out and safe, I can't recommend them highly enough. This one looks great right here. I'm sure this one passed. But, again, I can't recommend this group highly enough. They do a good job. A lot of times they don't even charge for their services, which is an amazing, amazing thing. They're just great. Again, there's that same ball again, still bad. This one I would say is good. I don't know what they did, if they commented on it, if it's good or bad. Let's just see here. I haven't got down this far. Safe. Yeah, they said safe. We're both in agreement. Isn't that good? Outer Safe. Again, that's the same ball. I'm not going to look. It's bad. It's bad. This one, always authentic. If it's always authentic, you know what that probably means? Not authentic. So, again, the H comes along, but again, see how it's not the same level. These look different. I'm going to say this fails. Plus, it has a little crying face. This one would have fooled me. Yeah, I agree. Whatever. So, but again, not good. It wouldn't have fooled me. So, I mean, eventually you get a feeling for this Roy Halladay stuff. Again, this one looks good. I would say is good. I mean, forget the check marks. I just, yeah, safe. So again, I think Richard does a great job with these. I got to be honest. And then the whole moderators do a great job. I can't speak highly enough about Outer Safe right here. So again, you turn to eBay and they're selling stuff, and you could see that, like, especially with the baseballs, they command a premium, especially with inscriptions. Roy Halladay. So again, Doc, Cy Young. Again, these all look good to me. I'm not saying they're bad. I think they all are good. Plus, they had the PSA DNA. And you can see right here, like Doc, it's $715. This just closed, whereas this one was only $361. So big discrepancy for Doc versus Cy Young. I don't know. I won't get into that. So, again, this is a picture. This was in May, and right before he passed away. And this is me. This is my son meeting Roy right there. We actually got 2 autographs from him. Obviously, Guerrero's right there. And that's him. I mean, it's just the last autograph. And again, this is the ball I got right here. It is, I think there's a little bit of a rush, so it's almost like a 1-stroke R instead of a 2-stroke. But again, and so you can see the H, and this comes on 2 L's. And like the Y got a little bit nicer towards the end, but it's very similar, as you can see, on a nice even plane. And I know it's real. He signed this right in front of me. So just be really, really careful with Roy Halladay. But again, target of forgers because of his, unfortunately, very short life. So, I mean, again, the PSA, you look at it, you can get a feel what to look for in his autograph. And again, the TPAs get them right, I would say, most of the time. If you really want comfort, I would buy one that was, he signed through MLB COA. I would look for those, or look for a signed trading card. Again, if money were not an issue, really. And again, don't spend more than $1,000, but you're going to spend $500 or more for a nice signed baseball. So be very, very careful. Have a lot of comfort. Look at the PSA. Run through Outer Safe. They're great guys. They know what they're doing. So that's it with Roy Halladay. We're going to go from Roy Halladay to a very rare signature of Billy Hamilton, not the Reds Billy Hamilton from like a decade ago. That was really fast. The original sliding Billy Hamilton. So hope you enjoyed the video. As always, keep collecting.